of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. Yes. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope you had a beautiful day. I am here. Hey, my little friend, my little tatted heart. Boop, boop, boop. How are you? How was your day in school? I hope you learned something. I like to check to see if I am buffering and everything looks good. Um, Make sure you guys are, yes, and you are the first. Yes. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, sharing, and turning on your lovely notification bells. You know, that little ding ding. So definitely do that for a sister. And also, if you can, share the stream out and give me some thumbs up or down, whatever is better for you. Doesn't matter. I say that what we talk about on Hello World is very important, and sorry, people should know about it. I was just eating some Cheetos, the jalapeno Cheetos. I'm sorry, washing it down with my lime water. It was calling my name. But what we talk about, I think, is really important and relevant and helpful for all who may need to see it. So again, guys, welcome. I just made this budget tomato soup with ketchup. Ew. Oh my goodness. Can you take a picture and show me? Or put it on your page? I want to see this soup. That doesn't even sound appetizing to me. Sorry, girl. But look, we keep it real with each other, so I gotta just tell you the truth. Um, so yes, guys. So my day was okay. I can't complain. I woke up, went to work, and I didn't get as much done as I did yesterday, but I got some things done. Um, it was a decent day, but I didn't go to the gym tonight, which I'm kind of like kicking myself. But I've been to the gym like all week. So I think like my body needs at least one day off, and I'll go back again tomorrow. Yeah, I said, ew. Sorry. Listen, you be over here trying to break my heart too. But anyway, I didn't go to the gym, but I did go to the supermarket. And of course, you always run into a few people that you know that you haven't seen in a long time at the supermarket. So shout out to Yvonne. If you guys want to know who Yvonne is, check out the description down below. She was talking about real estate. Um, Girl, you better not lock yourself in no room and cry. You are too strong for that. I see how you be doing people in them chats. um, so yes, I definitely we had a good conversation, and I'm so glad that I got to know who she is, because she's definitely like a very supportive person. She supports Be the Difference. Yes. And I never go to the gym. Well, are you too young to get a membership, or are you interested in actually working out? Because going to the gym is pretty cool. Um, so then that's pretty much how my day went. How was school, Tatted Hearts? You still didn't tell me that. You told me about your budget tomato soup, which I can't even rock with that. I'm sorry. Boiling water, salt. Like, did you put more ketchup than boiling water? Like, you don't have to tell me how you did that. So that was my day in a nutshell. Now I want to gain weight and I lose it. Okay. I can dig it. I'm trying to gain weight, but girl, let me tell you, gaining muscle weight will definitely be cool too. Because I used to have muscle weight, but like now I'm just like thinning out. I'm thinning out. I'm thinning out. I'm thinning out. So I need to do a little bit of everything. So the last few times that I've been to the gym, I focused on my legs, which are throbbing. Well, not throbbing, but they're a little sore. And I did a little bit of arms. But I need to get my core a little bit more tight and just put some meat on my bones. And that'll be just Right. So, yes, guys, let me see. What was today's topic? Today's topic is about my t shirt, Honesty Equals Freedom. I will show you the t shirt that I took of. You probably have seen me wear it in the stream quite a few times because I wear my I wear my product or I wear my shirts as often as possible because they have a message. School is I bought an umbrella to PE and I do the same thing too. I thought I was, hey, ice cold water, welcome to Hello World. I thought I was starting a trend, tatted hearts. Girl, don't you know I had my umbrella out when I was walking to the supermarket? I had my umbrella up. Yes, I did. And then my friend was like, oh yeah, I saw you. She's like, I was wondering who that was walking with an umbrella. I'm not letting that sun hit me. Honesty equals freedom, guys. I made that t-shirt because one, I made it a topic because one, I think you guys need to know what I'm really all about and what my company is all about because the other day I got confusion. They thought I was an eBay reseller and some people thought I did on Amazon. Like while my books are on Amazon, I am really a local business who just happened to have run into all of these different sellers. But the purpose of what I do is to really encourage and inspire and motivate people. Not that we don't get motivated and encouraged on different things, but when you see a message like this, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Like, what in the world does that mean? Right? So your brain is already churning. Your brain is already saying, hmm, what does honesty, freedom? Because a lot of people read it as honesty, freedom. And they forget that in the middle, oh man, they forget that in the middle, there's the equal sign. So honesty equals freedom. A lot of times we don't gain the amount of freedom that we can possibly have because we're holding back. We're holding back what we truly feel and say. Now, while some of the things we think about don't necessarily need to be said, but when it comes down to being an important decision or an important thing that goes on in your heart, you don't say it. If you would just say your truth, you will be free. You'll feel good. You'll have the weight off your shoulders. And even good things. Like I know sometimes people don't want to, like, imagine this. Okay, if you get a bonus at work, you can't even talk about your bonus at work because you think that somebody might be jealous of the fact that you got a bonus at work. How are you supposed to feel free and feel good that you worked that hard and earned that bonus just to think that you have to hide it from people because if you're honest, you think people will be jealous. Well, if they're jealous, that's their fault. Or how about this? Maybe they already have a bonus or got a bonus way before you and they wouldn't care. They'd just be happy for you. And they'll be like, well, how much did you get? Whether you tell somebody the amount that you get or not is up to you. But think about it. We can't even tell people the truth about how we're doing on a day to day basis. Most of the times, you'll just be like, I'm okay. And you could be broken down deep down inside. Hey, JAR, what up? Thank you. I really feel like once you can truly be honest and truly be who you were purposed to be, then you'll be free because that weight would be off of you. Now, back to that bonus. A lot of people wouldn't tell their bonus because we've been taught you don't tell people how much you make. You don't tell your coworkers how much you make because they're going to be jealous. Instead of turning it into a competition, if everybody knew how much everybody made, they'd be like, okay, it wouldn't even be a big deal. You're like, well, how can I get more? Or how come you got that? And then you can clearly say, well, this is what I do, XYZ. And they're like, okay, I could dig it. Now, if I work that much harder, I may get the same bonus. Well, we can't be that honest, right? Because what's it going to be? It's going to cost us a little pride. Ooh, nobody wants to let go of pride. Pride gnaws at our claws and our mouth and our eyes and ears. I can't admit that. How about when you make a mistake and telling the truth right then and there instead of mulling it over and letting guilt kill you, and you just be like, all right, hey, CCC, long time no see. How are you? I haven't seen you in so long. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that's a great blast from the past. How is Sandy? I've been thinking about her, and she was on my mind a lot today. So I hope she's okay. I haven't seen anything with her. Yeah, that little white lie that you said that kind of is like, man, I shouldn't have lied like that. But once you are honest about that lie, you'll feel free. Like, okay, the weight is no longer on my shoulders. Simple little things. What else can we be honest about? Oh my goodness, I was in somebody's chat earlier and they were honest about how they felt about how our politics was going. And they were free from that. They were free, in my opinion. You know how many of us are afraid to side with any party? Any like political party? Like even before, it used to be like, well, it has to be a secret whether you're a Republican or Democrat. People, if you tell them that you're a Republican, then they're going to think you're bougie. But if you tell everybody that you're a Democrat, then you're like in the crowd. What difference does it make what party you're a part of? They all go to dinner anyway. We should be more concerned about whether that policy is going to be effective for us who are either middle or low class in that bracket, who will be, bearing the weight of the country. Forget a party. Because at the end of the day, both parties end up doing for themselves. Hey, Francesca. It's a Democrat state. Well, I'm sure there's a couple of thousand Republicans out there. I don't know. I'm neither. I like to see what goes on. I like to see the facts. Well, what I believe are the facts. Show me the paper, and I'll show you what party I would choose to be a part of or what candidate I would choose to vote for. See, we like to be so grouped up in everything, but if we're honest with ourselves, sometimes you don't really agree with the entire group, but you're so afraid to deviate from everybody else's main thought that you end up squashing your freedom, quenching your freedom because you don't want to set yourself apart and be the only one, or you think you're the only one thinking a certain way. Because I guarantee you, if you were just honest, you would become free, and then you'll notice how many other people would be honest and free with you. I'm just saying. Honesty equals freedom. So you made a mistake. It's okay. Because you were honest, now you're free. It's okay. You made a mistake. Now you're honest and you're free. I just made that song up. Honestly, I did. Listen to Tatty Hearts speaking a little Spanish. So, guys, think in your heart and in your mind. What can you be honest about, which will make you feel free? Well, not even make you feel, but will make you free. Think about it. No, I'm not singing no Disney Channel song. Is you had a bad day? Something else going on. Think about it, guys. Think about in your own personal life what is gnawing at you, gnawing right in your heart and in your soul to rid yourself of, meaning like rid your mind of thinking a certain thing and just letting it out so that you can be free. You know, when you're free, you're opening those doors that we keep talking about every day about receiving more blessings, all because you decided to be honest and then you're free. That'd be one less brain cell worrying about something that you don't need to worry about. Hey, J Dog, J Dog in his house. Holla. The air is gnawing at you, tatted. Yeah, right. You know what's gnawing at you? Me telling you to go to the bank this weekend and open your bank account for the first time in your life so you can have your first last name on a bank statement saying, what? My tatted heart got some money. What are you going to do with all your money once you grow it? I'd like to know, tatted hearts. What will you do once you have your thing? JR says a lot of times it seems like people are afraid of being them. If it's politics, money, fashion, rather than being honest and free, people might think something of you, but feeling free is better. Right? Who made it? Who made it? Like, who and what made us think that having your own opinion was such a bad thing? Think about that, guys, because a lot of times we have valid opinions about things, but we're so afraid that the masses they're gonna just put us in a grave for how we feel or think or how we dress that we don't do it. What is it? You got it, J Dog. Hey, Patty D, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Beth Collins, how are you? Yes, thumbs up. So think about it, guys. Why do we feel like telling your truth or whatever that is, or telling somebody that your opinion is a little opposite to what they think is so bad? Oh, I know, because either you'll be a racist, either you'll you'll be against somebody's sexual orientation because you have your own opinion, or you'll be for or against a different party because you have an opinion about something. Doesn't mean that you choose anything. Or you hate God, or you hate Muslims because you ask questions, or you hate Jews because you ask questions. Like, why? Why have we become so desensitized to be so sensitized? Why have we become so desensitized to become so sensitized? Right? You take away somebody's freedom of thought, you desensitize them. That you make whatever they feel like they're saying so sensitized that they don't even want to talk because they're scared. That's in essence what's happening, guys. And I'm just being honest, and I feel a whole lot of free right now. Whether you agree with me or not is okay, but it's a thought. And sometimes we just need to think about. Why have we become so desensitized to being so sensitive? We sensitized. Mm. I'm not saying go out there and just start yelling to the world how you feel about certain things. No, but I'm just saying, like, if somebody personally asks you about your opinion, don't be afraid to give it. And I think if you say it with all inside of you, with like the authority inside of you, I don't think anybody would challenge you. They may say, like, huh, I didn't know you thought that way. But then that opens healthy dialogue because you can agree to disagree in a healthy, respectful way, right? This starts bringing back humanity. This starts bringing back the idea that it's okay to be different, right? We always say it's okay to be different, but honestly, when you want to be different and say you're different, that opposes maybe the masses, then all of a sudden you're not a good person. Yeah, it's true. Beth says, personally, I think if you have negative comments, they should be kept to yourself, depending on what those comments are. Because let's just say, all right, somebody's doing something wrong. You commenting on what they're doing wrong is negative to them, but it's building up what they shouldn't be doing. But if it's just something like saying, oh, your hair is ugly or you look ugly, that's just not necessary. I agree with you on that. But there are some times where people will receive your comments as negative, even if you say it with the genuineness of your heart. Feels like you're in a win-win, win-lose situation sometimes. Patty D says you should be able to voice your opinion. Not everyone will agree. Right. Hey Terry, how are you? I saw you earlier today. I think like we should be able to constructively listen to other people, and you'll never know. You may learn something from somebody that's saying something in a different way that you may not have thought. It's true. Hey, storage pirate, Ricardo. Proceed with caution with people's feelings. Absolutely. It's like it's a fine line, but I think the more we start understanding our different behaviors and our different reactions to things, then you'll see that a lot of times people may not be doing something to offend you, but they're just being themselves. And in being themselves, it's a little off than what you're used to. And it's okay. So once we start understanding people, then maybe we wouldn't be stepping on each other's toes as much. Just a thought, right? Because if somebody just came up to me straight out of the blue and said something that I didn't think was nice, they really could have been meaning it in a nice way. But because I don't understand what they're saying, and maybe because I have already a negative thought about whatever they're talking about, then it doesn't come off a positive way. But if I still understand and know who that person is and know their heart and know that they're not out to hurt me, then I'll be like, okay, I see what they're talking about. I see what they mean. I see where there's growth that's needed. Okay, I can take that. But guys, it takes us moments to communicate with each other. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the chat to your friends. And as a matter of fact, let me go share it in my thing because this is a healthy dialogue that we're having. And I think it's very important that we do talk about these things because in the end, if we can be more free, then we'll be getting somewhere, guys. Like for real, going someplace. Not that we're not going any place now, but I mean, like, imagine being able to communicate with your fellow human beings and not feeling afraid that you're going to offend somebody or not feeling afraid that your opinion is going to get you killed. Hey, Eat Sleep Amazon, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. It's very good to see you. But imagine that, guys. You would be surprised by people and what you can learn from you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me tell you guys a quick story, right? So I was living somewhere at one point, right? And I knew these people for a little bit, and I thought they were amazing people. Amazing. I mean, like the outward appearance was wonderful. The outward hello, goodbye was wonderful. They were just friendly. But then when they left their place and somebody was cleaning it out, the person, one of the people that was cleaning out saw me standing outside and was like, "Oh my goodness." I was frightened being in there. I was like, "Why?" He was like, there was a whole entire room painted black. Black. So you don't know what happens behind closed doors. You don't know a person until you really, really, really see them. And that takes time. And guys, guess what? Time is all we have. Oh, it's one of the things that we only have because we got each other, right? So I say that based off of what Patty D just says. You have no idea what you can learn about people. Boy, was I surprised when I heard a whole entire room was painted black and the stuff in there. I never would have thought. So you don't know. One, you don't know people until you really get to talk to them. Two, definitely don't know what happens behind closed doors. So don't always be so quick to thinking that everything is on the up and up or everything's on a down and down. It can go either way. But if you're honest with yourself, you're going to be free because honesty equals freedom. Yes. I noticed that once I started being honest with myself about how I view life, I became more open to many more blessings that have been bestowed upon me. All because I've taken the time to learn joy, to learn what joy is all about. And I think all of us should do that too. Guys, let me be right back. I'm always cooking. So I feel like I smell something. I'll be right back. Yeah. They can be emotionally talk to each other real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah. I must been smelling something. But hey, Genie in a bottle. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Guys, Genie in a bottle got her gift today. She said she likes it. I just want to see a picture of the items and the big old smile that you have wearing it. I hope it fits. I didn't ask you what your size was, but I hope it fits. If not, then give it to someone else or cut it up and make it fit or tie a knot in the back and make it fit. But you can definitely use the little holder. I'm not making those anymore, Jeannie. So you got a cool gift. So see, I was just being honest with Jeannie, right? I feel free. I don't feel like, oh man, because I just told her. So guys, what are you willing to sacrifice to have freedom? Your own personal freedom now I'm talking about. What are you willing to sacrifice? I recommend you sacrifice a little bit of time. Tip number one, write this stuff down, guys. Write it down. Tip number one, sacrifice a little bit of time to get to know yourself. Oh, you like that? A little bit of time to get to know yourself. Get in that mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. Put the timer on to see if you can look at yourself in the mirror for 5 minutes. Blink, yes, blink. But I mean, look and see, like really look at yourself and be like, man, do you appreciate who you are, where you are in your life right now? Do you truly appreciate that? Shoot, let me write this down because you guys know I forget. Look at yourself. I think that's what I said, right? Something like that. I can fit it. I'm going to. Oh, yes. Hi, Renee. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Hi, Lucas. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. I don't understand what you mean, Lucas. But that's tip number 1 to learning how to become honest and free. Tip number 2, once you've looked at yourself and you can honestly see all of the great things that you are, who you are becoming, and some of the bad things that you would like to expose and throw away, man, you are halfway there to being free. Number 2, for tip number 2, practice humility. Practice humility. I'm writing this down. What is it to be honest and free, and be a prideful person or someone filled with not pride, not whatever, but filled with conceit? What good is it if you're conceited? You can't be honest and free if you're conceited. Because I believe that conceited people are just people who have very low self-esteem for whatever reason. Because if you have to look at yourself and marvel over yourself and make everybody else marvel over you for no reason, it's like, come on. You are amazing. You are beautiful, but everybody can see that because you will be oozing that. You don't have to tell everybody that. They'll just be like, dang, man, I don't know why. I just want to always be around you. You don't have to vocalize that. Like, yeah, I'm the dopest person in the world. I don't need to tell people I'm the dopest person in the world. The way you find out is how often people come around you and how long they want to stay around you. That's when you know your dopeness. Hey, Kalisa, how are you? Thank you, girl. I think I might cut my hair soon. Oh, hey, Lucas. Yeah, guys, check out Lucas. You know what? I always want you guys to definitely check each other out in the chat while we're talking. I know I'm talking about something sort of deep, but like Lucas, I met him. I met Renee, Jean in a Bottle. Khaleesi's been here before. Patty D's has been here before. But anyone who has already known me and have grown with me from day one, check out these new people because I've checked out their streams and they're pretty cool. Lucas is funny. I saw one of his quick little short videos and he was just swinging along with his legs. And I was like, oh, shoot, I want to do that. So yes, Lucas, I'm sorry. Welcome to Hello World. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you. So, ways, I'm going to go just 3 tips. 3 tips on learning how to be honest and free. That's the road. So, we've already learned that once you look at yourself and really look deep inside yourself and get used to and comfortable with who you are, and know how amazing you are, that's one road. Because then you're honestly saying to yourself, okay, I see the errors, I see the goods, I see what needs to be corrected, and I see what needs to be emphasized more. You become free. You be open. Then once you have done that tip, then you can practice being humble, right? Because what is a person who has all of this freedom but are very conceited and vain in that? Nobody wants to be around a conceited person. And I'm honestly telling you that. So I definitely have no problem with being free on that piece. Tip number 3. Anybody want to give me a tip number 3 to help us on our road to being honest and free? I say tip number 3 should be open your mouth. You want to know why I say open your mouth? Those 3 tips? I say open your mouth because far too long, and I mean this with opening your mouth with respect, okay? There's tactful ways that we can open our mouths. But I think the more we open our mouths and talk about the real truth, like if somebody asks you how your day is and it's not good, just start practicing saying, no, it's not good. Instead of doing the default answer, I'm good. Because we all have that default answer because we're afraid and we want to avoid, people knowing how we really feel. Because if people knew how we really feel, then they would think we're soft or think that there's something wrong with us. Listen, the person that thinks that there's something wrong with you has the same amount of something wrong in them. But at least you're being honest about your feeling something wrong inside of you. Just be honest. Go back to tip 1 and 2. Tip 1, Ricardo, is look at yourself. And I mean, really look at yourself. I say start by looking in the mirror and looking deep within your soul, not just the outward appearance, because, we're always going to find things that we don't like in the outward appearance of ourselves. Maybe we love what we see. I don't know. That's not my concern. But what I do want you to realize is that that's not what I want you to look at. I want you to look at your soul, look at your heart. What are your motives? What motivates you? Why do you do the things that you do, good or bad? Why? What triggers you to think those things? What triggers you to do those things? That's what I mean when I say look at yourself. Because once you can understand why and the how and the what of yourself, then you have truly answered the quest of your life, of who you are. Number 2, practice humility. Don't walk around your head too high up, because life will have a way of bringing you right back down. When you see people, be kind. When you get things that others don't have, don't throw it in or flaunt it in their face, money wise or anything wise. If you know that you're smarter than the next person, knowledge wise, book wise, don't throw it in somebody's face that they don't get the same grades that you get or have gotten. Humility means that whether I'm doing great or not, I'm not going to make how I feel impose on somebody that may be going through something. There's a way you can show you're happy without, well, everybody's different, because everybody on the receiving end may be different. Because whether you don't, flaunt it or whatever, some people may still take it negatively. But you understand what I'm saying when you do things purposely just to make someone else feel a little less than themselves or less than you. Practice humility. Hey, Cassie, how are you? Oh, hey, Eva's in the house. Hi, Eva. Eva's another cool person I've seen. She's grown with me for since day one. So thank you, Eva. I appreciate you always coming by. Ricardo too. Ricardo got me onto StreamYard. So now I don't even stream on YouTube anymore. JAR is dope. I think I've only met you one time, and you've always been cool. Let's see. Joy, the school administration tells everyone who are in the top 10 percentile. Yeah, like it's almost like it's almost like it's almost like they want you to compete with each other. I don't know if that's a subliminal thing or not. I don't know. But it's like there is no competition in intelligence, because somebody's always going to be at a different stage. Someone's always going to be thinking different things. So, like, to test people on the same average, is like ludicrous. But I guess it would take too much time to come up with individual tests, right? So they just put us all in the same category. And those who are stronger in certain areas will really do really well. And then they'll get all the accolades, while those who did their best and really tried their hardest, and their best was a 60, they get nothing. 1111 is here. Hey, 1111. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. So I don't get it. We build walls. We build walls, emotional walls between each other. Sometimes it's purposefully done, and then other times I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. The ugly green monster of jealousy appears. Right. But if we're taught that it's okay that other people are doing better than you, it's fine. But no, we have to be competitive about everything. Even in sports, the parents like, go beat them. How about have fun, do your best, and if you win, that's amazing. That puts less pressure on the child, and maybe they'll actually have fun doing that sport instead of go beat them. Like if you want me to beat somebody, I'm not really in that healthy, like competitive mood. I'm in that spirit of like, well, if I don't beat them, my parents are going to be mad. If I don't beat them, then I'm not going to be the best. And what is the best? There is no best. Somebody's always going to be ahead of you. You ever notice when you think you're the first car, you're driving, right? And you think you're the first car at the traffic light, and then the person at the other traffic light turns in front. Now you're no longer number one, you're number two. There will always be someone ahead of you. So therefore, there's nothing wrong with it. Being honest. I'm free. Yes. I mean, and we're taught to be competitive even in preschool. Our parents teach us to be competitive. I don't think they do it on purpose. I'm not blaming parents for anything. But it's just that, man, you got to beat them. You got to beat them. You have to win. You have to win the state championship. You get all the awards. Everybody's going to love you if you win. Everybody's going to be mad at you if you lose. You get that? Like, wow. I mean, I understand in life there's always going to be someone that wins and someone that loses. But maybe if we change the perspective of losing as a really bad thing and versus like, okay, you lost maybe because the strategy wasn't that good, or maybe somebody was a little bit more strong than you, which is fine. You can get your strength up, and maybe next time you play them or hurt him or her, then you'll be better. Maybe you'll be more strong. Or maybe that's just their strong suit, but you can be strong in something else. Like the balance is just saying it's okay if you don't, if you're not number one. It's okay because somebody's always going to be ahead of you intellectually, physically, and beauty wise. Somebody's always going to be more beautiful than you. Or you might even think you're beautiful, you're less beautiful than someone else, or you think you're beautiful than someone else, and everybody else can view you as the most unattractive person in the world, even though you may be the most beautiful, and the most unattractive person in the world may be the most beautiful to them. Everybody's perspective is different, but it doesn't mean that we can't say, you know what? There's beauty in all things, different degrees of beauty, but nobody's truly unattractive. We may do unattractive things to each other, but beauty wise, there's always something beautiful in somebody. Tip number 3, and we're going to get out of here. Open your mouth. Be honest with what you are thinking. Be honest, be honest, be honest. But in being honest, use temperance. Don't just do it and just be a jerk about it. Open your mouth. Tell the truth. Don't lie. If you honestly can't do something, just be honest about it. No, I can't do it right now. Oh, guys, how about this? People want to go to the movies, right? You know you don't have no money because if you spend that movie money, then you're not going to be able to drive to work. Or if you spend that movie money, your light bill's going to be late, whatever the case may be. Just be honest, like, I don't have it right now. I got to pay my bills. Or maybe you don't have to tell people exactly why. You could just say, I just don't have it right now. Maybe we can go another time. You never know. They might be like, oh, well, I'll treat you. It's my treat. I really want you to come out with me. It's my treat. Now you got a nice trip because you were honest. Meanwhile, instead of saying, oh, I have something else to do, no, good. Well, you have something else to do is just sitting there being upset with like, dang, I don't have no money. Be honest. Open your mouth. So, guys, 3 tips on how to be honest and free. Look at yourself deep within your soul. Work out the kinks and the quirks. Practice humility. Don't be a jerk to people, in a nutshell. And 3, open your mouth. If something isn't right, don't hesitate and don't feel stupid or feel sorry that you lack, right? There's nothing wrong with lack and telling people you're at lack right now. Everybody eventually has a point in time where they lack something. So honestly, you're only holding yourself back. In sports, I was told winning is everything. In life, it doesn't matter if you lose. That's right. Because there is no loser. There is no loser. There's just lessons. Politicians lie for votes, and then when they win, they may be like, what? Who? When? Where? Francesca, here's the upside, here's the opposite side to that. How about if a politician truly would like to do what they're telling you they like to do, but remember the people who put money into their campaign to help them win. Those people are the ones that are actually running everything. So while they truly, genuinely, and honestly want to do the things that they say, they have to pay the piper. And the person or persons or companies that have sold into their campaign, you got to pay up. That's how it works sometimes. And then, yes, you have some that just blatantly lie. But I don't think that's for everybody. I don't think that's for everyone. I think there are some politicians who genuinely get in there and really do want to make a difference and change things for the better for, the betterment of their community. But you gotta pay back the favors that you got to get to where you are. So be careful who you accept money from, because eventually they're gonna be like, oh, I need a favor. Oh, but I gave you $1,000,000. So what are you gonna do? Say no? Your hands are literally tied. No, Lucas, I'm not a life coach. I'm just Joy. Why, you think I'm a life coach? I don't know. I don't put titles on myself. I'm just here to help people. I'm here so that people hurt less, because me personally, I feel like I've hurt too often and too long in my own life. And I don't want anybody to feel hurt like the kind of hurt that I felt. And the kind of hurt that I felt and the kind of hurt that I see people feel, I don't want them to be in that. So I do everything that I can and in my power and whatever comes from here and here to really, really help people. Because not too many people do what they say, but I am a woman of my word. And I try to be. Sometimes I fall, but I try. I try. I like to think of it as giving different ways to view life, because I'm not a perfecter of anything. At least I don't think so. But thank you, Lucas. I appreciate it. Anytime you need something, you let me know. If you need somebody to listen, there's Joy. I appreciate you. But guys, I am going to get out of here. But before I go, I have to end it off with my little joyism. I am here every single night between 7 and 9. If I don't have internet is when you probably won't see me. Like, let's just say I'm working somewhere selling my t-shirts or such, and there's no Wi-Fi or no internet, then you won't see me. But you'll definitely see like a video. I'll probably post like a video, like kind of like what you saw earlier. But these are the kind of shirts that I sell. Basically things that are to encourage and motivate. So I'm here every single night between 7 and 9 to the best of my ability. The purpose of Hello World is to come together, talk with each other, learn different things, learn from each other, and to apply it so that we can take it out to our general community, society, and the rest of our world, who is absolutely changing for the better, in my opinion. But once we learn this, then we can take it back. That's the purpose of Hello World. You guys are beautiful. You are amazing. There is no mistake about you. There is no mistake about you. I don't care where you are in life. I don't care how you feel about your life. You are not a mistake. If you believe in your creator, if you believe in God, whatever you believe in, if they felt and deemed that it was beautiful enough to create you from their being, to create you into this form, to be amongst other human beings, you are amazing. And that is not a mistake. Because what we say, what? God don't make mistakes, right? If God doesn't make mistakes, then know that you are not one. And if you've thought you've been a mistake up until this moment, you are not. And I just proved it. Yes. I want us all to reach those impossible heights that we thought we could never reach. Just because we're taking the time to get to know who we are, living in our purposes. You are the difference every day to somebody. You definitely are the difference to me because you're here with me. You're here encouraging me by being in the chat, by just doing whatever it is that you do, guys. You really do. We just have to convince a few more people out in the world that they're just as amazing as we are, so that our world will continue to get better. Because it's changing for the better, whether we realize it or not. It is. You got to sometimes take the veil off, the veil of negativity off, and then you'll see how beautiful things are. Nature is still taking care of us. It still provides water. It still provides shelter. It still provides coolness, warmness, seasons. It's still providing. So therefore, we're still doing something right. So let's continue to try to take care of each other in the best way we possibly can. And if you don't think that you do a good job, start working on yourself. And I guarantee you, you will start believing that, yeah, you know what? I was a wretch in mess, but now I'm the best. Yes. Oh, I like that. I was a wretched mess, but now I'm the best. Yes. See, you guys be helping me come up with quotes just like that. I hope the rest of your evening is as beautiful as it was today. I hope you sleep so peacefully that when you wake up tomorrow morning, you are refreshed to be the difference yet again to someone else, even if it's for your own self. If you ever want to get to know who Joy is and what Be the Difference clothing is all about, just check the description down below. I've done different docuseries where regular people like ourselves just talk about different stories and scenarios from their lives, from their perspective. Check those out too. If you ever want to be encouraged, go to my playlist and play a few of the episodes. You may get an episode where you're laughing. You may get an episode where you're like, wow. You may even get an episode where you're like, well, I have a different opinion about that, but that's okay. Just take a look at it and then share it out to people. Guys, once I hit, and I remember this now, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, this is my true motive. I want to be able to stream anywhere. I definitely want to stream live at the gym because I think it would be an encouragement to those who really are trying to find different ways of exercising, different ways of maybe losing weight, or just needing someone to be like, wow, if she can do it, I can do it. That's why I want to do it. I want to stream everywhere, anywhere, once I hit my 1K. So help me get there if you can. But my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, saying I thank you for giving me a little bit of your time and tuning into Hello World. I am so excited about tomorrow, and I hope that you are too, because you are amazing. Yes, you are. Even if you don't believe so, I can see it. You are amazing. And if you don't believe me, remember who created you. Thank you again. And this is Joy signing out for another episode of Hello